Hello everybody and welcome to today's deck profile. Today we are doing a Buster Blader deck profile. This was requested by a commenter. If you have a deck profile you'd like to see me to put together, let me know and I will see what I can do. Until then, make sure you're subscribing, you tickled that notification bell, and give the video a like. Without further ado, let's hop into the video. We're going to start with 3 copies of Buster Whelp, the Destruction Swordsman. When it's normal summoned, add a Destruction Sword card from deck to hand. Then you contribute this card, special Buster Blader, from hand or grave. Or if this card is in your grave and you control Buster Blader, discard 1 Destruction Sword to special summon this. This is usually just your normal summon. I mean, it's a tuner, so it can help you if you're going for a Borreload Savage or a Buster Dragon. Or even your Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. But otherwise, it's just your best normal summon in the deck. Next, we play 3 copies of Buster Blader, the Destruction Sword. He becomes Buster Blader while on the field or in the graveyard. And if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the grave, target one of those destroyed monsters and equip it to this card. Once per turn, send an equipped card to the grave to destroy all monsters your opponent controls with the same type, which you're only ever going to have it equipped with a dragon monster. So it's very easy to get a good wipe on the dragon, because this is just dragon hate deck. Then we play 3 black metal. Black Metal Dragon, as you all know, can equip itself onto a Red Eyes monster, and it gains 600. Then if this card's sent from field to grave, add a Red Eyes card from deck to hand. One of those targets is your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. It's a great way to revive some of your tuners. You can go for your Synchro plays, and it's good for some of your Link plays like the Buster Whelp or your Striker Dragon. Then we play the 1 Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. You can equip him to a Buster Blader. Otherwise, it just kind of locks your opponent out of the extra deck as long as it's equipped. So, great card for locking down. We do play Mr. Daddy Dragoon himself. So, 1 Red Eyes, 1 Dark Magician, 3 Red Eyes Fusion. I know some people will disagree with that, but it's a good combo for the deck, because this is really just a control deck. Nothing really more. You can get beefy with it, but it's really control. Play 1 for 1 monster for 1, and 1 insight, just to make sure you can get to that Red Eyes Fusion. Then, for the traps, we play 3 copies of Prologue of the Destruction Sword. You can send a Destruction Sword card and 1 Buster Blader from deck to grave to special summon a Buster Dragon from the extra deck. Usually the card you're sending is going to be a copy of your Destruction Sword of Memories, which while it's in the grave, you can banish it to Fusion Summon, which is where you would Fusion Summon your Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman, who we'll get to later on. But yeah, it just summons your Buster Dragon from the extra deck. You can also banish it from the grave, so a Destruction Sword card cannot be destroyed by battle artifact. That one rarely comes out because it's such a heavy control deck. 3 copies of Trap Trick to help you get to your Prologue, because this Prologue is practically full combo for you. 3 Tikaboo, because most of the monsters you end on are different types, but with your Buster Dragon, it really locks your opponent down, so they can't summon anything. We play 3 copies of Paleozoic Dinomischus, 2 copies of Canadia. It is a very trap-heavy deck, so the extra bodies cannot hurt here. Then we play 1 Destruction Sword Flash. If you control a fusion monster that lists Buster Blader, banish all monsters your opponent controls. When the effect is activated that targets a Buster Blader monster you control, banish this card, negate the effect, destroy that card. So really great protection, and then we just play a good lineup of Solemn Brigade. But that is it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we play 1 Striker Dragon, 1 Relinquished Anima, and 1 Linkuriboh. These are all just to make sure that your baby dragons don't stay on the field, because they are kind of sitting ducks once they're out there and you got your search. We then play 2 Protector Whelp. Protector Whelp's effect is when it's link summoned, send a Destruction Sword card from deck to grave to special a Buster Blader monster from hand. At the end of your battle phase, if your opponent controls no monsters, inflict damage equal to a Buster Blader monster you control. And we'll play 1 Hulk, because the baby dragon is a tuner, so you can easily get to a Hulk line. Then we play 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Unicorn. For the Synchros, we play 1 Borreload Savage, 2 Buster Dragon, and 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Just kind of good synchros. Buster Dragon, however, has the effect that all monsters your opponent controls become Dragon type. Once per turn, if you do not control a Buster Blader monster, target a Buster Blader in your grave, special summon it. And once per turn during your opponent's turn, target a Buster Blader you control, equip it with a Destruction Sword monster from your grave. This is a quick effect. This is really useful when you have something like Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned by other ways. It takes 1 Buster Blader and 1 Dragon type monster. This card gains 1,000 attack and defense for dragon your opponent controls or in their graveyard. Change all dragons to defense position, and all dragons cannot activate their effects. If it attacks the defense position, it gets piercing. So with these two on the field, your opponent's effectively out of monster effects. Their monsters can't be in attack mode. And your Buster Blader's gaining ridiculous attack points. We do play 2 of him, but ridiculous combo you can get with these two to make sure your opponent cannot play that first turn. And finally, Daddy Dragoon himself, the big boy. If you don't really know what he does, then where have you been? Great card overall. So that's it for the Buster Blader deck. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.